Hi everyone, and welcome back to another online Jiu-Jitsu workout class. As usual, we hope everybody is healthy and safe in these trying times and managing to stay engaged with your Jiu-Jitsu practice, whether you're coming to the dojo or to these online workout classes. Either way, it's a good way to stay fit and to continue with your Jiu-Jitsu practice. So, let's get ready for class. Mock so. So yame. Onegaishimasu. Hands on your belt or on your hips. Head to the right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Dai, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Head back down, back down, back down, back down. Look right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, tilt right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, any way you need it. Shoulders forward, ich, ni, san, shi, go, reverse, ich, ni, san, shi, go, alternating, ich, ni, san, shi, go, reverse, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Elbows up, back, ich, ni, san, forward, ich, ni, san, forward, ich, ni, san, forward, reverse, ich, ni, san, back, ich, ni, san, back, ich, ni, san, back. Left tummy, left hand on your belt, right hand forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, reverse, ich, ni, san, shi, go, and die. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, reverse, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Natural stance, both hands forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, reverse, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Left tummy, left hand under right elbow, right hand in. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, out, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Shake it in, shake it out, side to side, punch. And die, ich, ni, san, shi, go, out, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Shake it in, shake it out, side to side, punch. And now elbows against your chest, natural stance, both hands in. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, out, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Shake them in, shake them out, side to side, double punch. Hands on your hips, to the right, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Reverse, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Stretch back. Forward. Back hands overhead. Forward. Chest to your right knee. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, sich, hutch, go, jo. Left. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rock, sich, hutch, go, jo. Loosen up, ready for torso rotations to the right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Or die. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Hands to the mat, standing split, elbows down. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ku, jo. Rocking, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ku, jo. Back on your heels. Pivot left. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hutch, ku, jo. Pivot right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Back to center. Elbows down. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Rocking. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Back on your heels again. Pivot left. Front thigh. And come up into Shikadach. Elbows locked, breathe in, breathe out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You breathe in, hips come forward. In, you breathe out, hips go back out. Drop your right shoulder, look over it at your right fingers. Keep those elbows locked. Front thigh. Front thigh. Front thigh. Extend your right leg for side kick. Elbows should still be locked. Front thigh. Front thigh, toes up. Front thigh. Front thigh all the way down. Now you can release your hands from your knees and push out from the ground on both knees. Front thigh. Front thigh. Front thigh. And if you can, drop into hurdler stretch. If not, do a different stretch while I do this one. Preserve your knees, don't hurt your knees when you do this if your legs can do it properly. Forward, ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist right. Forward, ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. Thigh. Forward, ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. Forward, ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. And thigh, feet and foot in front. Some people find this one a lot easier. I find it more difficult. So again, be nice to your knees. Fudge it or cheat as much as you can if you need it. Forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. Forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. Front thigh. Forward, ich, ni, san, shi, gu, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist. And both feet in front. Take them up. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Reach a little deeper. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Sit up straight, twist right, twist left, legs apart, turn right, reach right, again both hands even. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Twist left, try and keep your opposite butt cheek on the mat. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Center, try and get your elbows to the mat, or better, chest to the mat. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Right. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Left. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Center. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. And now put your right elbow on the inside of your right knee, forearm on the mat, reach with your left. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Untie. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Sit up straight, twist right, twist left, and bring them in. Right over left. Grab your toes, rotate. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Opposite direction. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Massage your toes. Go on the foot. Instep and arch. Heel. Come up your calf. Pick it up, shake. Put it in the crook of your elbow. Cradle it, rock it. Same hand, same foot, stretch. Bring it over center, keep your hand on it all the way down. Release. Untie. Grab your toes, rotate your ankle. Ni, san, shi, go. Reverse. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Massage your toes. Ball of foot. Instep and arch. Heel. And up your calf. Pick it up. Cradle it in your elbow. Rocking. Same foot, same hand, stretch out to the side, bring to the center and down, and twist right, twist left, and ready for back fall if you can do it, otherwise get into position for your jackknives. And remember, do the jackknives the proper way if you can. I do them a little bit differently due to an injury. So, whatever you got. Ready? Aye. Jackknives. Hajime. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ruk, sich, hach, ku, ju. Hands into your butt. Scissors, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Leg raises, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Knees to chest, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Flutter kick, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Raise them up, feet on your belly, fists by your cheekbones, legs slowly down, and stretch. Head off the mat, right knee in, rotate your ankle, foot behind your knee, twist, put it down. Front thigh. Twist, put it down. Yame, both knees in, rocking. Stretch. Heels in and bridge. Rocking if you can. Hands under your shoulders, push all the way up. And down. Right. Sort yourself out. Next thing is push-ups. So get in push-up position, or if you can do the face fall, ready for face fall. Ready? Hey! Push-up position, head up, right leg up, down, left leg up, down, head down, back, scoop, back, down, head up, right leg up, down, left leg up, down, head down, back, scoop, back, down, head up, right leg up, down, left leg up, down, head down, back, scoop, back, and get ready to do Tai Sabaki. Left foot forward, stepping in with the right. Ich, knee, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju, and thigh, ich, knee, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju, and thigh. Hitch the pivot, slow count, so get distance with each rep. Ready, hitch, knee, San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sich, Hech, Q, Chu, and Thigh, Hitch, Knee, San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sich, Hatch, Q, Chu, and Thigh. Each step pivot, quick count. Hitch, Knee, San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sich, Hatch, Q, Chu, and Thigh. Hitch, Knee, San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sich, Hatch, Q, Chu, and yeah, me. We're going to work on our atemi kata, and I don't actually have enough space. I can do it in the space, but I don't have enough space in terms of trying to stay in the camera, so I'm going to shift, and you might need to shift yourself. Yeah, so you might need to shift when I shift so that you can give yourself more space. So basically I'm going to go through the entire thing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the little first part of it here, and then I'm going to switch to working on the diagonal, so at least you can see what's happening. And then we'll work on individual parts of it. So, Kyatsuki, Rei, Onishimasu, Yoi, and atemi kata. Hajime. Hai! 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 Now I'm going to switch to the diagonal over here. And hey! And pick up. Okay, so that was just the sequence, in case you needed to remember what the sequence is or what it looks like in total. First position, step out, and bring your left fist forward, right elbow back. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn left, crescent step, punch left, step back and down block left, looking left, step out right, crescent step forward right, punch right, as in to my right direction, not my right hand. This is my left hand punching. Step back out, down block right, looking right. And now I'm going to orientate myself back here. And now step out, crescent step out left, hammer fist first, then shito, shito, crescent step out with the right foot, hammer fist, shito, shito. From here, shito, shito obviously is like karate chop in the old movies, the way they used to call it. Then we're going to do the rising maigeri, step down, left elbow across, roundhouse elbow, right? Over the top back fist and back. Then right leg, Maigeri, solar plexus, and step in if you have the distance. And rising elbow, down, in, out. So the in, out goes in, out, like that. So it could actually be elbowing somebody in front and somebody behind. Then we cross step, turn and drop into shikodachi, down block with the left, crescent step right foot and hammer fist, crescent step left, hammer fist, right, hammer fist, cross step. I don't have much room here, I should be really wide. Let me just move back so I'm wide. Turn, drop into shikodachi, and now pointing back the way you started. Big punch into Zenkutsu Dachi. Big ki, big finish, right? And then pick up. And shake it loose. Okay, so let's do the opening sequence and then I'm going to have a look at it with you. So this way we don't have to worry about changing our position. So the opening sequence would be like this. Step out, back, remember, elbow back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ki. Turn left, and step in that direction, punching with your right. Crescent step it, punch with your right. Step back with the right, down block with the left, look left. Step out facing to what was your right. Crescent step in, punch with your left. Step back with your left, down block with your right, and look right. And let's just stop there. If you can bring your elbow in front of your body, so I know it depends on your musculature, but like if you look from above, my hand is like this. So my hand is coming straight out from my body, as opposed to over here and crossing in. It's like this, so that it's almost like it's a bokken coming out from my body. Now if your muscles don't allow you to do that, you get as close to that as you can do. I'm looking to what was my left, and what I want to do is I want to punch and step at the same time. But people get really confused crescent stepping and punching, because then they do this with their punch. So if you leave a little bit of a beat between them, you're like this and you crescent step in, punch. So just let your foot almost arrive and then throw the punch. If I'm like this, right, and I've gone, so this is my start position. So notice my fists, my knuckles are, 2 knuckles are going to hit the surface, not all 4. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I step out, this distance has to be big. Otherwise I'm going to be, off balance. So Zenkutsu Dachi is a wide, deep stance. And then when I step forward to punch, I want to be the same distance wide as I was back here, right? So I'm like this, Zenkutsu Dachi, and then I step in and punch, and I'm still the same distance here. And then when I down block, I'm back on the line again. And now I step out, I need to have that same breath there. So that stepping out, the initial stepping out, you have to make sure that you travel far enough this way so that you maintain that. What I would work on is those initial punches. Try to make sure that you're punching out and down, that you're not punching straight and hitting with your middle knuckles. So if you're hitting something, you need to be hitting something with those 2 knuckles here. And when you make an impact, you want to impact and drive slightly down. So imagine, so if I'm like this, notice my final position is turned down, out, down, out, down, out, down, out, down. Like that. The next part, so I've come back to center, I've down blocked my right, I'm doing the diagonal so I've got some distance here. We're going to crescent step and hammer block, or hammer to the side of the face, right? And then from there, stow, stow. So that's to the shoulder neck joint, or the carotid artery jugular vein. And notice that the first one, the hammer fist, comes back towards my body. So that's where the Jujitsu, if this was just a karate, kata, we would just probably leave it out there and just have it as a, you know, a sidewards thing. But we're actually coming out, hitting, and retrieving. So Sensei Maria always says, imagine that you have an ice pick and you're picking somebody in the side of the head to their temple and then pulling their head towards you. Right, that's the Jiu-Jitsu element of it, out and back. That's how we get our off balance, by bringing their balance back towards us. And then we doop, doop. So again, when we do the stow, our chamber hand comes into the stow position. Doop, doop. And now we're going to crescent step and do the opposite. So right foot, right fist. Left stow, right stow. It's sort of coming up the center. It's not all the way. I mean, again, there are versions that come all the way out, but we try to stay within the width of our shoulders. So if you saw me do this from behind, you're not going to see much of my hands, right? I'm staying. So crescent step out, boom, boom, boom. I'm trying to stay inside, using my hips to apply rather than do a big kind of roundhousey thing. So we've started out in our down block position, we've come in hammer fish stow stow, and I'm going to just switch positions, hammer fish stow stow. Now, so again, be in our flat hand position, right foot forward, right hand forward. The first kick again is the rising kick, so curl your toes down, crotch kick, drop down. Doesn't have to be a big drop because you haven't pushed them back, right? It's not a pushing back kick. Now you're going to roundhouse elbow with your left, withdraw the right to chamber, and again the position of your fist should be next to your shoulder. It shouldn't be like this or like this, just like that. So underneath your chin height. And from there, over the top and back. And now, keeping our hands in this position, we're going to do the rear leg maigeri, toes pull back, kick, and step in deep. Because now you've kicked them and you have to track them, you have to follow them. And when you get there, big upper elbow, right? So your elbow should be higher than your shoulder and higher than your fist, right? As though we're doing this head protection. So that's up, down, in, out. So notice there's a little bit of a hip turn for in, out. More weight on your front leg for the out, because you want more direction on that forward elbow. And from there we're going to step out and drop into our shikadachi. So again, let's start from the top. I've done all my stows. My right foot is forward. And rising kick, step down, roundhouse elbow over the top backhand. Then hands stay there, my Gary, step in deep, up elbow, down elbow, both elbows in, both elbows out, and then cross step, down block. And so let me do it from a different angle so you can see that again, if we want to do that a different way. So again, we've got our right stow, rise and kick, step in not too deep, roundhouse elbow, over the top back fist and back, my Gary to sternum, step in deep, rising elbow, down elbow, in, out, cross step, down block, and then the next thing is we're going to return. We've just done our big my Gary, so up, this is just in chain, up, down, now I turn, so I'm basically turning into what is kind of a short shikodachi. I'm not dropping into a shikodachi, I'm just turning so that I'm even stance. And for my in, and then for my out, so let me do that to the side here. So I have just done my, so I'm like this, so I've kicked, and I'm up, down, and then I turn, right, and then turn back for out, in, out. So now that foot can cross over pretty easily to drop into shikodachi. It'll look like this. So I'm at 45, that this is the line of action there. And our next thing is that we're going to step in and hammer fist, withdraw, step in, hammer fist, and then step in, hammer fist. So this is the coming back part. So if I was doing the kata, my back would be towards you at this point. I would be down block like this, and then I would step in, step in, step in, cross step, turn, and now that's my final position there. So if this was the line of action, my down block is going to be, my face is pointing, and my knee is pointing, and my down block is pointing along it, but I'm at 45 degrees to it. My body, my hips and shoulders are. So let's do that next part. So we've just cross-stepped and down-blocked. Right, again, I'm doing the diagonal here so we can see. So that's imagining my start position is over there. And I'm going to crescent step in, crescent step in, crescent step in. Right? And then same thing, cross step, again I'm crossing my arms here, pivot, down block, and then turn and do our final big ki punch. And a big, nice big strong Zenkutsu Dachi, and then pick up. So let's do that again. I'm down block here. Again, this will be facing away from my original position. Crescent step in, hammer fist 1. Crescent step 2, hammer fist 2. Crescent step 3, hammer fist 3. Cross step, down block, shikodachi, and then pivot into a reverse punch and a deep Zenkutsu Dachi. One more time, let me take these glasses off because they aren't helping, they're for close up. So again, we're here. Now when we come in, we want to basically protect ourselves. So this is coming up. so that it can come into chamber, and this one is coming in, just like when we do the hammerfish do sto. So the hand wants to be underneath here, right? The same for the sto sto. It's the same out and back that we did at the first three. We're down like this. We're going to come up, out, and back, while the other hand retreats into chamber. There, send ice pick to the side of the head. Right? You can imagine yourself, if I get one of my knives, right, if I have a knife in a hammer position, right, then I can go like that and pull them towards me. 1, switch hands, 2, switch hands, 3, right, so rubber knives come in very handy. So let's again start here. And so we've done all our kicks, we've dropped into this. We're now coming back down the line. 1, 2, 3, cross dip, shikadachi, punch. So if I'm here, and I cross step, shikadachi, I want to have my feet where they're supposed to be. So that cross step has to be where a big Zenkutsudachi footprint is going to be. So one of the most important things when we're in this final position is that the cross step has to be big, and the cross step has to be on the diagonal, so when you drop down, your shikadachi is on 45, and when then you turn your hip to point down the line, your feet are still in that big, nice Zenkutsudachi. So they're not crossed over like this. So it's all about that cross step, where you put that cross step foot. So I'm like this away from the camera, my third hammer fist. Then I'm going to step basically in a line. Cross step is basically a line straight from where my foot was, 90 degrees to the plane of attack. So when I turn, I'm now at 45. Right, there's my Zenkutsudachi, or my shikadachi. And from here, when I turn, now my feet are at 45 to the plane, but my obi knot and my punch are straight down the line of attack. So ultimately, when we do this whole thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, boom, step in, boom, step in, boom, boom, kick, punch, 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 kick, up, down, in, across, back. I'm still on the line of fire. So I'm just traveling in this straight line the entire time. But as I go across that line, my feet are switching from 45 to the line, to 45 to the line, to 45 to the line each time. So let's do it from the top, and yes, we'll have to shuffle a little bit to make sure we have room, but just let's put the whole thing together and see if we can remember it. So, starting from Kyotsuki, Rei, Onegaishimasu, Yoi, and Hajime. pick up. So I had to truncate some of those a lot just to make it fit. What happens actually with the crescent steps is that once people start doing the crescent steps, they start putting them everywhere. And one thing that drives Sensei Maria crazy is that we've done our 5 and then people are crescent stepping to here. And that's the one place we don't have a crescent step. That's literally just foot out, then crescent step punch, and back, foot out, then crescent step punch. So that can, people get into the habit then. The crescent steps are great, right? Why do we do them? I mean, people are always saying like, oh, if I have to do crescent step, it slows me down. And it does. It slows you down at first. But what happens is it engages your hips when you're doing these things. So it means that your body is moving in a way that's much more efficient for making impact with your punches. And it also means that we're not moving like this, so our feet aren't in vulnerable positions, right? If we're coming from here to here, we're able to drop into those positions because we're moving through a position of like a fine point where we can turn and articulate much better. If we go from here to here, our movements are much more blocky. So eventually your body just gets used to crescent stepping while you're doing things. And when we do our Atemi Bunkai, right, it's the same thing. We start out like this, and then we come in and punch, and we come in and block, and we come in and punch, and come back and block. And we're crescent stepping through from shikadash to shikadash, as opposed to going from here to here, which is a very crude and ultimately awkward movement. We don't have a lot of control over it when we're in this position. But we have a lot of control if we come through, because we're going from our center to our center. So when we work in the dojo, we're going to work on our bunkai. You've gotten through the first few stages of it. We're going to take you all the way. That'll be a good thing to work on, is making sure that you can kind of crescent step. So when you do those crescent steps, you've got to make sure that your foot moves. So this foot turns out, turns back. People have a tendency to just try and leave that one foot without twisting it. Your foot needs to go from 45 to 45 with your hips. And it becomes a very strong movement. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left. I want to do a little bit of aerobics before we finish up. So get your space ready for some jumping jacks. And hajime. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. And windmill, so standing split. And remember to look at the ceiling each time. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rook, sich, hach, ku, and ju. And from here, just stretch. Elbows to the mat. And come into shikadash. Drop your butt and put your elbows on your knees. low as you can go. Breathe. Walk your feet in a little bit and drop as low as you can get while keeping your heels on the ground. A lot of people can't do this, so just whatever you got. As soon as your heels start leaving the ground, that's your limit. Hands on the floor in front, and drop your knees into Eizan. And if you can go back, go back. Go between your heels. And up. And go forward again. Keep your butt on your heels. If you need to, put your hands underneath your heels, like underneath your ankles, and just hold yourself as you go forward. And again, as far as you can go, whatever works. I don't need to hold it. It's a good exercise for your core to use your muscles to hold your butt down on your heels. And up. Twist right, left, back up, and hands by your cheekbones, ready for knee raises. We're going to do them alternating, let them come between your elbows. If you can get them up high enough, that's great. Ready, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu. And twist right, left, right, left, and back down to Shikodachi. Drop your butt. Straighten up your legs. Chest to your right knee, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu. Left, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu. Hands on the mat. Come back down onto your knees. Eizan. Hands by your head. Going forward. Try and touch the mat with your elbows, but keeping your butt on your heels. Or if you can get past there like me, touch your head. And back up again. Again, whatever you got. As soon as your butt starts leaving your heels, that's the position you stop at. So if this is all you got, that's all you got. I don't want you raising up and leaning forward and kind of crashing. You need to be able to use those muscles to control that element of your body. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, jiu. And flare your elbows going sideways. And again, if you go sideways and you have to reach forward like this, that's fine. Eventually you want to be able to go all the way exactly sideways. Ready? ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, chu, yame. Sit up straight, twist right, left, and good. Let's call that a day. Alright, so let's finish up. Like so. So yame. Arigatou gozaimashita. And thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.